Guys, welcome along to the workshop, to the Lunch and Learn workshop. Let me just grab a quick sip of water before I start. So this is called the Busy Professionals Fitness Plan. So specifically for busy professionals, busy parents, busy business owners, whatever is causing you to be a time poor individual. We've got a solution that's going to help you get fitter, stronger, leaner, more healthier. That's not going to help. That's not going to take up a lot of your time. That's not going to be overwhelming. That's not going to be restrictive or confusing in any way. A nice, simple process to follow that I'm going to share with you in this training. And it won't be a long training. It's a short training. We're going to whiz through it, and then we can do any questions at the end. So this is the Busy Professionals Fitness Plan. And this is specifically for you if your work is having a negative impact on your physical and mental health. This is also for you if you feel sluggish, you feel tired by 1 p.m. and you want more energy and you want more focus, and you're struggling to get through the day without needing a caffeine fix or sugary quick fix to boost your energy. This is also for you if you're a 6 or 7 figure business owner, or you want to be a 6 or 7 figure business owner, but you're walking around in that's meant to say 5-figure body. So if you've built a successful business for yourself or a successful career, and you don't have the body to back that up, this webinar's for you as well. Who it isn't for. This isn't for you if you want to go on a strict diet to lose weight. It isn't for you if you want to spend hours in the gym. And it isn't for you if you want to be a bodybuilder and get below 10% body fat. So why am I so passionate about helping busy people like yourself? Well, myself, I'm a busy business owner, I'm a dad, so I understand the constant demands on my time and the stress and pressures of running a business. And I understand the negative impact that can have on your physical and mental health, because I've been there. Secondly, I want to help you have a greater impact on the world. And that starts by looking after yourself and showing up, and you showing up in great physical shape, great physical health, so that you can bring your A game every single day. You got to remember, you are an athlete. You might not think you're an athlete, but you are an athlete of your life. There is no sporting event that is as demanding as your life. Okay, so you got to make sure you're fit and ready to play the game. So here's a few success stories of clients I've worked with over the years. Clients like Dean Harrison, he's a founder of a recruitment company called Gorilla ERP. He lost almost 20 kilos following this system, and he went on to win Best Startup Award at the Wales Startup Awards for his new business. So, he really kind of put himself first. He worked a lot of hours. He is working a lot of hours, but he still managed to find time to lose 20 kilos. And as an indirect result of him getting in great shape, he then went on to take an award, because when you show up, as your best self, you show up as your best self in every area of your life. Former Army physical training instructor John McCarthy, he used to be super fit, but due to a back injury, as well as working crazy hours in his business and being a dad of 2 kids, his training was nowhere near what it used to be in his early 20s. And his weight eventually gradually crept up to over 85 kilos over the years. So John, from working with me, we've managed to get him down to 75 kilos, and he describes that as his fighting weight, and he hasn't been that light for over 15 years. This is my client, Sandro Forte, who's a celebrity wealth advisor, very, very busy guy, has a lot of clients he works with, and we helped him achieve abs at the age of 52, whilst still being able to eat pasta. Now, Sandro, he's, as you can tell by the name, he's got Italian blood in his in his he's got Italian blood in his heritage. So he loves pasta. He never had to give up pasta, never had to give up alcohol or any of the favorite foods that he likes to eat. And I'm going to show you how you can do the same. Pam Featherstone, she's a business coach. She runs two businesses, and she's managed to find time to implement the system, and she's lost a lot of weight. She lost over 2 stone so far. She started working with me around Christmas time, and yeah, she's done amazingly well juggling this between her 2 businesses. Ash, super busy as well, and he's been implementing our stuff too. So we're going to go into today the EdFit method. Okay, this is the system that I use, and there's 5 key principles that you need to have in place. But before I get into it, why is it important? Why is it so important to even be in great shape if you're a business owner or if you're a busy professional? And firstly, health is wealth. If you don't have your health, you don't have anything. You could have all the money, all the success, the greatest career, the greatest business in the world, but it all means nothing without your good health. Secondly, personal brand. Gone are the days when you can hide behind a pretty logo, a cheesy slogan, and no one needs to know who you are. That's regardless of whether you're a business owner or you work for someone. You've still got to, you are your own brand. People connect with people, not logos, not your CV. It's you. So look at someone like Elon Musk, for example. He has 57 million followers on Twitter, and his brand Tesla only have 10 million. So it's people connect with people. Look at Richard Branson, who recently flew off into space a couple of weeks ago. People are more interested in Richard Branson, the person, and what he's doing, rather than what Virgin are doing. So you are the face, you are the leader of your business, you are the leader of your industry, you are the leader of your life. Time is money. Our biggest asset we have other than our health is time. Who do you think is going to be more productive and get shit done in less time? Who's going to be mentally sharper, more switched on, more focused, and make better decisions, make faster decisions? Who's going to have the energy to get up and go to work earlier and get more done in the morning? Is it the guy who's 30 pounds overweight and eats crap, or the guy who exercises regularly, fuels his body like an athlete? Remember what we said about being the athlete of your life, and stays hydrated. Now, you wouldn't feed crap to a racehorse. If you've got pets, I'm sure you wouldn't feed crap to your own pets. And nor would you put the wrong fuel in a Lamborghini. So why would you do the same with your own body? Your body is the most valuable asset you have, most valuable machine, more valuable than any machine, more valuable than a Lamborghini or a racehorse. So with that said, let's get into this 5-pillar method I'm going to share with you to help you become leaner, stronger, healthier, and a more fitter version of yourself so that you can show up as a stronger leader, business owner, father, whatever it is. Okay, so I've been in the health and fitness space professionally since 2008, and I've been continuously studying exercise prescription, nutrition, human psychology since the year 2000. So I've worked with hundreds, if not thousands, of clients within that time. And the ones that have been the most successful in dropping body fat, in getting in phenomenal shape, in getting their health back, all have these 5 pillars in place. So number 1, exercise. Number 2, diet. Number 3, fun. That's one you might not have thought of. Number 4, intensity. And number 5, teamwork. Now I'm going to explain each of these in just a second. Exercise and diet are probably the most obvious to you right now. It's probably what you're thinking they're the most obvious things. And every fitness coach under the sun will preach the importance of the right exercise, the right diet, and it is important. I'm not going to argue with that, but I'm going to teach you this in a way that goes against what pretty much almost every fitness guru, fitness coach, personal trainer, the fitness industry as a whole is teaching you right now. So let's crack on to number 1, exercise. You don't need to go to the gym. You don't need a workout plan. You don't need any equipment. You don't need a lot of time. All you need is 15 to 30 minutes a day, 3 times a week. When it comes to exercise, you've probably been thinking you need a workout program to follow to give you some structure. You probably think you need to go to the gym or have access to lots of expensive equipment. I need to do some weights and then I need to do a bit of cardio. That's what you probably think when it comes to your program. You probably think you need to spend at least 60 to 90 minutes doing this to see the benefits. Well, the truth is you don't. I'm not saying that this doesn't work, but there's a reason why this hasn't worked for you. When it comes to your program, what if your gym doesn't have the equipment prescribed in the program you're following? Or the gym is really busy and you can't get access to what you want? What if you don't know what a particular exercise is in your program and you have to waste time searching YouTube or you're not sure what all the various terminology means and it feels like you need some sort of sports science degree to make sense of it all, and you've spent, you'll end up spending more time staring at your phone trying to figure it out than actually working out. We don't want to be spending time figuring out. We want to be spending time working out. So these are all potential barriers to exercise. So to make life easier, you hire a personal trainer, right? But then what if you're traveling or your PT is away? What if your PT is traveling or can't make the session? What about the workouts you need to do on your own? What about the remaining 23 hours of the day outside your PT session? These things are all so important when it comes to getting in shape. It's not just a workout. The workout's actually, a really small percentage of getting your health, getting your body in shape. The workout's just a very small piece of the puzzle. And, all of this will lead to wasted time, frustration, and overwhelm, and no results, which ultimately will lead to you giving up. I don't know if that sounds familiar to you or you've been through that cycle before. People tell me they lack motivation to get started. I mean, is it any wonder when you have all these obstacles going on? You follow a program, you can't make sense of it. You're trying to figure out what exercise is what, how many reps you need to do. And you're just constantly staring at your phone. You get a personal trainer, then you've got to rely on someone else to show up to your workout. Someone else is, doing this on someone else's diary. And even so, you still need to do some stuff on your own. So all these are obstacles that, will get in the way before you've even started. And if you're busy, you should always be looking for ways to work smarter, not harder. So how can we do the same with our fitness goals that we would say our business or career goals? If you could make more money doing less hours, would you take that? Of course you would, right? It's an obvious answer. If you could make more money doing less work, who wouldn't take that? However, most people with their fitness goals think they need to train harder and harder and longer and longer. What if we could take your 60 to 90 minute workout and make it just as, if not more effective in only 15 to 30 minutes? What if you didn't need to travel to a gym or use any equipment? How much more time would that save you? What if you had everything you needed to do your workout right now? And 20 minutes later, you're done. You've burnt 300 calories and your workout's done. No traveling to the gym, no meeting a PT, no having to look for a program. You just, you start now, you finish 20 minutes and you've burnt 300 calories. What if you had access to workouts on tap 24 hours a day that you could simply follow along in real time, in your own time? So literally you hit play on a workout and it takes you through the workout step by step. You're not going through some kind of spreadsheet or program. You just literally play a video, follow the workout, and you're done whenever you like. Now, as a busy business owner or career person or a dad or a mum, the more energy your brain uses thinking about what workout to do, the more energy that is taken away from the things you want to be doing. And you'll end up putting your health and fitness down the priority list. Even though you know how important it is, you end up just defaulting back to working more or getting caught up in being a parent, or, life gets in the way, as it always has a habit of doing. and you'll end up popping into work for your lunch breaks, and instead of going for a workout, and you just end up in this vicious cycle. Maybe this sounds familiar to you. I don't know. Let me know. So if you need a super simple approach to exercise that you don't have to think about, then this would be it. Follow along workouts that you can do in your own time. So that would be my recommendation. First recommendation, you want something that you can follow along, whether it's one of my programs or you simply find workouts on YouTube. My clients don't come to me specifically for workouts. You can get workouts from anywhere. So, just having something that you can consistently follow along to just takes the guesswork away. So let's talk about diet now. Diet is, arguably 75% of the results that you get. Okay, but most people think they need to go on a diet. Here's the thing: you don't need to give up anything. You don't need to give up alcohol. You don't need to cut out bread, pasta, or sugar. How many diets have you been on in the past? We're constantly being told by the media that we should restrict this, limit that, avoid something else completely without any real understanding of how the brain works. Every diet has its restrictions and limitations. You don't need to give up any of your favorite foods. You don't need to spend hours in the kitchen cooking. Limitation creates desire. Every diet you've probably been on has its restrictions, it has its limitations. And what emotion does limitation trigger? Desire, right? Limitation creates desire. Have you ever lost someone you love and you want them more now that they've gone than they were ever in your life? Maybe you're an avid watch collector, let's say. And let's say Rolex have released a very limited edition timepiece. Maybe you're a fan of Rolex, and there's a limited edition timepiece that Rolex have made. Maybe it's one of 50 in the world, and you're going to invest, if you're a fan of Rolex and you collect them, you're going to invest a lot of money to own one of these, only one of a handful of these exclusive watches in the world, even though it tells the time like any other watch. But this watch makes you feel good. It satisfies your desire. And there's nothing wrong with that, but it's not a daily habit, right? What happens when you start limiting alcohol? You say, I'm not going to drink alcohol anymore. Or you limit sugar. You say, I'm not going to have any sugar. I'm not going to have any bread. I'm not going to have any chocolate. The exact same thing happens. You want it more. When something becomes the limited edition, you want it more. Diets are very restrictive. They offer a temporary fix, which is why you think they work. Because maybe you've been on a diet before and you've lost some weight and you think it works because you lost some weight. But the reality is diets don't work because, you fall off track, you get back on track, you get back on a diet, you fall off track, and then you try another diet, and the cycle continues. People do not change. People that have successfully lost weight and kept it off do so not through changing their diet, they do so through changing their eating habits. And there's a big difference between going on a diet and changing your eating habits. So, as I said, diets do not work. And if you're listening to this workshop, then I'm not saying that you can't eat whatever I'm not saying that you can eat whatever you want or drink as much as you want either. That's not what I'm saying. Here's what I am saying though: is food is your fuel. You have to treat your body like an athlete. You have to, ask yourself the question, will what I'm putting in my body, will what I'm about to put in my body, will it enhance my performance or will it hinder it? Remember, you're a busy guy. Will this hinder my performance or enhance it? Will it drain my energy or give me energy? Diets have one thing in common: they're designed to reduce your calorie intake and promote fat loss. So my question to you is, why don't you just do this the easy way by eating less and moving more? That's all a diet is doing, is creating that deficit, which you can still achieve that deficit by eating less and moving more. An example of doing that is, let's take pizza. I love pizza. You know, maybe you love pizza as well. If you normally have 6 slices of pizza, you know, let's say you've ordered a pizza today, and normally when you get a pizza, you normally have 6 slices, but today you decide you're only going to have 3 slices of that pizza. You're creating a calorie deficit. You're consuming fewer calories. You know, it's not necessarily you have to change your food or eat something healthier. I mean, that goes without saying, but you can still have what you want, but it's just, you know, having less of it. Let's say you normally have 2 pints of beer every night, but you decide you're going to make a change and you're only going to have 4 beers over the weekend. So you're not going to have 2 beers every night. You're just going to have 4 beers over the weekend. That's a calorie reduction as well. So reduce your calories, eat healthy without restricting yourself and all your favorite foods. All you need is simple, clean, low-calorie, high-performance foods. The third principle is fun. You know, when it comes to, you know, getting in shape, getting healthier, I believe everything we do in life should be fun and as enjoyable as we can make it, including, you know, whether it's running a business or you know, doing your job or being a parent and of course getting in shape. One of the reasons why people fail to achieve their fitness goals is because they do things they don't enjoy. You know, not drinking alcohol to get in shape isn't fun. If you like to have a drink, it's not fun giving up alcohol. It's not fun giving up chocolate if you like chocolate. You know, I love a cheeky bit of chocolate every now and then. To, you know, I love to dunk a chocolate biscuit in my tea once in a while, and giving things up like that just really isn't fun. If you don't enjoy running, then why are you doing it? A lot of people, you know, think they should run, but they don't enjoy running. You know, if you don't enjoy going to the gym, don't go to the gym. Do things that you do enjoy. You know, if you did all the jobs you don't enjoy in your business, you won't have a very fulfilling business. Now, I'm not saying you know, there's a time and a place where sometimes we just got to man up and get on with it and do the things we don't enjoy as well. But the majority of the time, if we can make it as fun and enjoyable as possible, then it's just going to be a much more fulfilling process. Okay. Focus on having more fun with your fitness goals and don't take things too seriously. Trust and enjoy the process and stop punishing yourself. If it feels like punishment, you know, if it feels like a chore, then you're doing it all wrong. So let's talk about intensity now, intensity of the workouts. Now, when I talk about intensity, you know, I don't necessarily mean hard work, I mean smart work. You know, we use workouts which are called rapid burn. You know, you can exercise for 15 to 30 minutes a day. And, you know, as I said at the beginning of the training, if you could burn the same amount of belly fat and build muscle in, you know, less time, if you could make more money doing less work, would you take that? Same applies with these workouts. If you could burn the same amount of belly fat and build muscle in either 60 minutes or 30 minutes, what would you choose? You know, the answer is obvious. As I said, we use rapid burn workouts to get our clients phenomenal results in as little as 15 minutes, 3 to 4 times a week. It will help you leverage your time by burning more calories and tearing down more muscle fibers faster. Some of our workouts are even shorter than that, you know, like 10 minutes. You know, it really isn't a lot of time, but we do recommend you do, if you're going to do a 10-minute workout, we do recommend you do a couple of rounds of that. But what if you don't have the fitness levels? You know, that's fine. Fitness levels are relative. With these workouts, you work at your own pace. Okay, they're intense, yes, but you work at your own pace. And every time you do a workout, you can look to improve next time you revisit the same particular workout. And even if you can't do as much as someone else who is fitter than you, then that's absolutely fine too. There's a good chance that you would have burnt the same, if not more, calories. So just because you're not as fit as someone else doesn't mean you don't burn as many calories. You know, you may even be burning more. The other option you could do when it comes to your exercise, you can choose a lower intensity, longer duration workout, something like walking, for example. But to get the same, you know, the same effects, you're going to spend more time doing it. There's nothing wrong with doing that. But if you're busy, you're probably going to want to choose, you know, this option. Okay, final piece of the puzzle. is teamwork. One of the key traits of successful people in general, I'm not just talking about fitter people, but people that are successful in business, elite performers, whatever it might be. If you want to be successful, you need to have a good, strong support network. You know, successful people, they don't try and do everything on their own. Environment is critical to your success. You know, you are the sum of the 5 people you spend your most time with. You know, if you hang out with broke-minded people that bitch and moan and complain all the time, there's a strong chance that you're going to be broke-minded and bitching and moaning all the time. If 5 of your closest friends are overweight and don't like the gym and they like to spend most of their time in the pub, then there's a good chance you'll be number 6. Maybe you've tried losing weight before, but your friends and family are not on board with what you're doing. You start eating different foods at different times to your family. You know, if you go to restaurants, you order a salad and a Diet Coke, and really what you want is a burger and a beer, like the mate sitting opposite you. You know, this can feel very isolating if you're on a fitness journey, a weight loss journey. It can feel very isolating if you're on your own, and you know, it's going to make the journey a lot harder for you. But when you're part of a team, part of a community of like-minded individuals that are aligned with your goals, your values, and your vision, it makes success so much more easier, so much more likely. A rising tide rises all ships. A strong support network will motivate you, it will inspire you, and it will help you learn from others that are further ahead. It will give you a level of accountability that you simply won't have on your own. It's easy to let yourself down, not so easy letting a team down. But you might be thinking, what if everyone in the group is doing so well and you're struggling? Maybe you're not, your fitness levels are quite basic at the moment, and everyone in the group is fitter than you, achieving greater things than you. You know, that's cool. You know, here's what I would say: stop comparing yourself to others. You know, perhaps you've been part of a group coaching program before and you find them demotivating rather than motivating. And, you know, what I would say to you is that's simply your old programming trying to keep you where you're at. You have a fixed mindset rather than a growth mindset. I don't mean to be rude, but that's probably what it is. Your mindset in that particular area anyways is fixed rather than being open to growth. Instead, ask yourself, what are these people doing that I can learn from? How can I model their success, even if I need to make some adjustments to suit my own lifestyle? You know, if you're the most successful person in the room, you're in the wrong room. Success leaves clues. So that is it, guys. That is the training. That is the 5-step EdFit method. I hope you found that useful. Now that you've completed the training, it's time to take action, of course. You know, most people just consume the content in these workshops or, guides that I put out and free information. People just consume it and do absolutely nothing with it. You know, if you're still here, if you're still listening in, I know that's not you. But maybe you need a bit more help. You know, everyone is unique. You're a unique person. You're an individual, and perhaps you need a plan that's specifically tailored to you. So if you like what I've had to say so far and what I've said makes a lot of sense, then I invite you to join me on a one-to-one game plan call, okay, with me or one of my team of expert health and performance coaches. Now, these coaches have a value of $197 each, but for you, the call is absolutely free of charge, as a way of me saying thank you for sticking around on this lunch and learn workshop, and completely free of charge. And here's what we'll do on the call. We'll take a look at where you're currently at with your health and fitness goals. We'll take a look at where you want to get to, what your goal is, and we'll identify some key areas that you need to work on so that you leave the call with a crystal clear game plan. As the call is, as it says on the tin, it's a game plan call. You know, it's not a pushy sales call. It is a high-level consultation that will leave you with a clear plan of action. If, however, you'd like to find out more about working with us, and as long as it's right for you and it's right for us, we'll happily walk you through the process of what it entails to become a client. So if you'd like to book your free game plan call, here's what you need to do. There's a little link on the screen right now, www.edfit.co.uk/apply. To book your free game plan call, all you need to do is simply complete the application, which tells me a little bit about you, your goals, what it is you want to achieve, what your biggest challenge is, and then just complete the application. It will take like 4 to 5 minutes, and then we will get you booked in. I hope you got a ton of value from this training. And I always sign out with a little mantra, which is focus on what you can do, not what you can't. Take action always, and have fun.